Many of us in the Computeractive offices are musicians and used to recording with computers. The thing is, editing computer-based instruments such as synthesizers on a computer lacks any kind of tactile response, making it less than intuitive when you're searching for that perfect sound. So we're all rather excited by the microKORG. This is a digital synthesizer and vocoder capable of creating some really fun but workable sounds. It costs around £300, so it's not cheap, but you do get proper editing controllers and a very wide range of sounds for your musical projects. As you can see, it's based around a mini-sized keyboard and it has some reassuringly big controllers. It's a world away from messing around with a mouse. It can be powered from the mains or using 6 AA batteries. There are plenty of connections on the back. There's MIDI in, out and through for connecting to other devices and a variety of audio ins and outs. The MIDI in socket means you can play the microKORG with a full-size keyboard if you find that more comfortable, and the extra range is probably something you'll want if you're playing live. Now, the one thing that we felt was missing from here is a USB connection. It's a fair assumption though that if you're going to consider buying the microKORG, you already have a decent audio interface. Even so, there are other uses for USB, such as backing up patch settings, but the microKORG can do this using the MIDI ports, and a USB to MIDI adapter will only set you back by about £30. There's also the socket here for the supplied microphone, but we'll come on to that in a minute. The microKORG can store a total of 128 patches and they're all filled from the off, giving you a good idea of what it can do. There are also some good demo patches as well. As you can hear from the demos, there are plenty of different sounds that can be used in different settings. And there are also some more traditional sounds such as a British organ and a synth clav, and also some rather attractive strings. Now, the vocoder expands the available sounds by using your voice. You can use the microphone supplied with the microKORG, connect your own or use a line level source. The vocoder has its own section on the bank control, so there's plenty of editing possibilities and plenty of different sounds to try out.
Computeractive, simple care advice.
Another very useful tool is the arpeggiator. This is a great tool if, like me, the keyboard isn't your first instrument, but you still want to create some complicated pieces using runs of notes. The arpeggiator has its own button and you control many different options, such as the number of notes playing and the swing. Just give you an example. And then we turn to the selection control and we can deselect different notes to turn them off and then put them back in again. Another control such as a swing, which determines how close to the beat the notes play. Now, there are two ways of making changes to patches. The performance editing uses the top controllers up here and it uses the modes that are described above them, and this is quite good for changing filter effects as you're playing. Or you can change the tempo of the arpeggiator. It is also possible to edit the patches themselves using these two central dials to access a much wider variety of adjustments. The different things you can change are listed in the table here that links them with the different controllers. Now, you'll probably want to have the manual close by when you're doing this, at least to start off with. Speaking of which, the manual is very well written and helpful. It's got great high resolution diagrams too, so we found the PDF version really good when reading on the iPad. The microKORG is a really capable synthesizer and vocoder that offers lots of different sounds for many different styles of music. More importantly, it's a lot of fun to use, even while you're still learning how it works.